Hey everyone, welcome back to Learn English with Shaau, your happy corner to sound a little more American, but still a lot more polite. Okay, quick question. Have you ever said something in English that sounded rude, even though you didn't mean it?
Like you just said, give me the salt. And suddenly everyone at the dinner table looked at you like, excuse me?
Oh yeah, that's the fastest way to make new enemies at dinner. You gotta say, could you please pass me the salt? The same message, but the first one sounds like a command, and the second one sounds like, well, someone who still gets invited to dinner.
Politeness. It's not just about words. It's about how you say them.
Yes, and that's what we're talking about today. How to sound polite in English. The art of softening your words.
Softening your words. That sounds like putting your words in the dryer with a fabric softener sheet.
Exactly. You don't want your words to be all rough and scratchy. We want them to be warm and smooth, like a cozy blanket. So today, we'll show you how Americans naturally make their English sound polite without sounding fake or robotic.
Right, because in English, just adding one small word, like please, could you, or maybe, can totally change the vibe of what you say.
Totally. For example, instead of saying, close the window, you can say, hey, could you close the window? See? Same action, different mood.
Yeah, the first one sounds like my high school gym coach, and the second one sounds like a friend who actually cares about your feelings.
Exactly. And that's the art we're learning today. Okay, Ryan, quick question. When you first traveled outside the U.S., did you notice how people reacted to American politeness?
Oh, yeah, I was in Germany once, and I said, how are you, to a barista, just being polite. And she looked confused.
Because in many countries, how are you isn't small talk. It's a real question.
Right, I think she started telling me about her cat surgery.
Oh, no. So let's just say sounding polite in English is not just words, it's culture. And today we're gonna break that down step by step.
Yeah, because in English, if you say things too directly, even if your grammar is perfect, you might sound rude.
Exactly. It's not what you say, it's how you soften it. Oh, wait. Before we go deeper, here's a cool phrase. To sugarcoat.
Ah, yes, to sugarcoat means to make something sound nicer than it really is, like putting sugar on bitter medicine.
Exactly. But in today's episode, we're not sugarcoating. We're learning genuine politeness, sounding kind, but still honest.
Yeah, polite doesn't mean fake. It just means you care how your words make others feel.
Beautifully said, Ryan. Okay, let's jump into our first section, how to make your sentences sound softer without changing the meaning. All right, let's start with a classic, requests. Ryan, give me a sentence that sounds too direct.
Okay, send me the file.
Wow, that sounded like my boss on a Monday morning.
Exactly. It's short, clear, but a bit cold.
So to make it softer, we can say, could you send me the file? Or would you mind sending me the file?
Yeah, would you mind is a super polite phrase. It's like the magic carpet of English. It carries your request smoothly.
That's true. Let's explain it for our learners. Would you mind sending me the file means, can you do it, but in a polite, respectful way?
Yeah, and if you want to sound extra nice, you can add please. Would you mind sending me the file, please?
Perfect. So learners, remember, instead of send me, say, could you or would you mind?
Let's do another one. Direct, call me tomorrow. Polite, hey, could you call me tomorrow?
Nice. And if you want to be casual but sweet, you can say, hey, give me a call when you get a chance.
Yeah, that one sounds like a friend, not a boss.
Exactly. Okay, now let's test you, Ryan. Okay, I'll give you a rude sentence, and you have to soften it.
Challenge accepted.
All right. You're late.
Hey, you're a bit late today. Everything okay?
Perfect! You added care and empathy. Now it sounds polite.
Yeah, small changes, big difference.
Okay, quick vocab break. Let's explain tone. Tone means how your voice sounds. Happy, serious, angry, soft, polite, etc. Even if your words are correct, the wrong tone can change everything.
Yeah, try this. Say, I'm fine in an angry tone. I'm fine. Now say it politely. I'm fine.
Totally different meaning.
So English isn't just about what you say, it's how you say it.
Okay, let's pause here. You've already learned 3 polite tools. 1, use could you. 2, use would you mind. 3, add please and a soft tone.
And a bonus, smile when you talk. People can hear your smile.
That's so true. Even on the phone, smiling changes how your voice sounds.
You know, Ryan, it's funny. Sometimes politeness isn't even about adding words. It's about adding those little softeners that make English sound friendly and relaxed.
So, like what? Give me an example.
Okay, let's say you're giving feedback. You could say, that report is wrong. Or, I think that report might be a bit off.
Oh, that sounds so much nicer. You added, I think, might, and a bit.
Exactly. Those are called softening phrases. They make your words sound polite and not too strong.
So, a bit, kind of, maybe, I think, it seems. These are the magic words of polite English.
Yes, they give space for the other person. It's like saying, hey, I have an opinion, but I respect yours too.
Right, because in American culture, being too direct can sound bossy, even if you don't mean it.
Exactly. Like imagine saying to your friend, you look tired. That's direct. But if you say, you look a bit tired today, everything okay? It feels caring. Yeah.
Otherwise, I still think, gee, thanks for the compliment.
Right? Politeness saves friendships. Let's quickly list some softening words and phrases our listeners can use. Number 1, maybe, adds gentleness. Example, maybe we could try that tomorrow. Number 2, a bit, sounds softer. Example, it's a bit cold here. Number 3, kind of or sort of, makes it less direct. Example, I'm kind of busy right now. Number 4, I think or I feel shows humility. Example, I think it's better this way. Number 5, it seems or it looks like adds distance. Example, it seems we made a small mistake.
Nice list. And the cool thing is, Americans use these all the time in daily life.
All the time. It's like the soft filter of English.
Actually, that reminds me of a funny story from work.
Oh, do tell.
So I had a coworker from another country, super nice guy, amazing at his job. But one day in a meeting, the boss suggested an idea and he said, "That's wrong."
No, not. That's wrong.
Yeah, everyone froze for a second. He didn't mean to be rude. He just meant, I think there's a mistake, but it came out very direct.
Oh, poor guy. That's such a classic mistake. You probably wanted to help, but it sounded harsh.
Yeah, so I told him later, hey man, next time you can say, I'm not sure that's correct, or I think we might need to double check that.
Perfect examples. See, it's still honest, but softer. Let's talk about something tricky, saying no politely, because that's where a lot of learners struggle.
Oh yes, Americans rarely say just no, they decorate it.
Exactly. Like instead of, no, I can't, they'll say, oh, I'd love to, but I'm not sure I can make it.
Or, that sounds great, but maybe another time.
Yes, we add kind words around the no.
It's not lying, it's just being gentle. You still say no, but it feels respectful.
Right. It's like putting a pillow under your words so they don't hit too hard.
Exactly. So polite English is basically emotional cushions.
Emotional cushions. I love that. Okay, Ryan, game time. I'll say a sharp sentence, and you have to make it soft.
Let's go.
All right. You're wrong.
I think there might be another way to look at it.
Nice. Okay. I don't like it.
How about, I'm not sure this is my favorite. Maybe we can try something else.
Perfect. One more. This food tastes bad.
It's a bit strong for my taste.
There you go. That's polite and diplomatic.
I could be a politician now.
Maybe don't go that far. So, listeners, what you just heard is how native speakers soften criticism. We use words like maybe, a bit, not sure, I think, perhaps, and for me, to make our opinions gentle.
Yeah, because in English, it's not only about being right. It's about being kind.
Beautiful. That's actually a good life rule, too.
Oh, and there's another trick, intonation.
Oh, yes. Let's talk about that.
So if you say something with rising tone, like, could you help me? It sounds polite and curious. But if you say it flat, could you help me? It sounds bored or even annoyed.
Totally. Same words, different tone, different meaning.
So remember, politeness in English lives in your voice, not just in your words.
Yes, smile, add a small rise at the end, and sound like you care, and people will feel it. You know, Ryan, when I was learning English, I used to think Americans were just overly nice. Like, why say maybe when you know the answer?
Because we like to wrap honesty in a gift box. Let's
Exactly. But later, I realized that's how you make people comfortable.
Yeah, being polite doesn't mean being fake. It means you value connection.
Beautifully said. Beautifully said. Okay, let's keep going. I want to show our listeners one more polite trick. Apologizing softly.
Oh, like saying sorry too much?
Yes. Americans say sorry all the time, even if someone bumps into them.
Oops, you stepped on my foot? Oh, sorry, I was standing there.
Exactly. But sorry is also a softener. It makes even small corrections or requests sound kind.
Like instead of you're wrong, you can say, oh, sorry, I think that's not correct.
Perfect. You're not really apologizing, you're showing empathy.
So sorry is one of the most powerful politeness tools in English.
All right, friends. We've talked about requests, opinions, saying no, and apologies. But we're still missing one thing. Funny real-life moments when politeness went wrong.
Oh, yeah, the lost in translation stories.
Exactly, and I have one from my own experience to teasing.
Oh, story time. Let's go.
Okay, so this happened a few years ago when I first moved to the US.
Oh boy, this is going to be good.
So I was at a slaw coffee shop, right? And the barista asked me, "How's your day?" And I thought, "Oh, she wants to know about my day."
Oh no.
Yeah, so I started talking. I said, "Well, actually, I woke up late, missed the bus. My landlord yelled at me."
Oh my God. You gave her a full life update.
Exactly. I kept going for like 40 seconds and she just froze like, "Ma'am, do you still want a latte?"
That's so good. Welcome to America. How's your day actually means hi.
Exactly. So, guys, here's the lesson. In English, sometimes how are you or how's your day isn't a real question. It's just polite noise.
Yeah, it's like social glue. You say it to sound friendly, not because you want a 3-page essay answer.
Exactly. So next time when someone says, "How's it going?" you can just say, "Good, thanks. How about you?"
And that's perfect. Quick, polite, and warm.
Well, we've learned a lot today, but I want to make sure our listeners take something practical home.
Yes, let's do a little review of everything we learned, like a politeness toolkit.
Perfect. Let's call it Zhao and Ryan's Top 8 Softening Secrets.
Number 1. Use could you instead of commands. Example, could you pass me the pen?
Number 2, use would you mind. Example, would you mind closing the window?
Number 3. Add please. It's small but powerful.
Number 4, use I think or I feel to soften your opinion. Example, I think we might need more time.
Number 5. Add maybe, a bit, or kind of to sound gentle. Example, it's a bit noisy here.
Number 6, say sorry when you interrupt or correct someone. Example, sorry, I think you meant Tuesday, right?
Number 7. When saying no, add kindness. Example, I'd love to, but maybe another time.
And finally, number 8, smile, use a warm tone, and relax. Politeness isn't in your grammar, it's in your heart.
Beautifully said, Zhao.
Thank you. You know, sometimes English learners think being polite means memorizing fancy words, but it's really just about showing respect and warmth, even in simple sentences.
Yeah, you can say, hey, or hi there, or could you help me out? And it's polite because you sound kind.
Exactly. Tone, warmth, kindness, those are the real tools.
All right, before we wrap up, let's test our listeners a bit.
Ooh, yes. Mini quiz time.
All right, everyone, I'll say a rude version, and you have to think, how would you make it polite?
Okay, here's one. Give me your phone.
Did you think of, could you pass me your phone, please? That's the polite one.
Nice. Okay, next one. That idea is bad.
Maybe say, I think we might try a different idea.
Exactly. You're not judging, you're suggesting.
All right, last one. You're wrong.
Polite version? I'm not sure that's right. What do you think?
Perfect. If you said that, congratulations. You've passed the Politeness Level 1 exam.
Yes, gold star for you. So, friends, whether you're talking to a friend, a boss, or a stranger, remember, soft English is smart English.
And it helps people trust you, like you, and feel safe around you.
Exactly. Politeness builds connection, and connection builds confidence.
Beautifully said.
Thank you, Ryan, and thank you, our lovely listeners, for joining us today.
So, Ryan, before we wrap up, let's test you a little. Imagine you're at a restaurant and the waiter brings you cold soup. What do you say?
Oh no, not the cold soup test again. Okay. I'm sorry, but my soup is a bit cold. Could you please warm it up a little?
Perfect. You didn't say, hey, my soup is cold. You softened it with, I'm sorry, and a bit.
Yeah, and the waiter doesn't spit in your soup later.
Exactly. Being polite is also about survival. In English, politeness saves lives and soup.
You know what's funny, though? Americans love indirectness. If we don't like something, we don't say, I hate it. We say, it's interesting.
Oh, yes. That's such a polite insult sometimes. When someone says, that's an interesting outfit, you start wondering if you look like a clown or a celebrity.
Exactly. It's like the politest way to say, what are you wearing?
Okay, here's a quick softening challenge for you, Ryan. I'll say a rude sentence, and you have to make it polite.
Deal. Let's go.
Firm. Send me that file now.
Could you please send me that file when you have a moment?
Nice. Very polite and very American. Okay, next one. You're wrong.
Ugh. Ouch. That's a tough one. Maybe, I see your point, but I think there might be another way to look at it.
Wow, that's professional level softening. You can be a diplomat with that answer.
Or a married man.
That's true. That's how you survive arguments at home. I see your point, even if you don't. Okay, one more. Give me your phone number.
Ugh, that sounds creepy already. Let's make it polite. Would you mind sharing your numbers so we can stay in touch?
Perfect again. So, you see, everyone, softening isn't just about being nice. It's about making people comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. When you sound soft, people feel respected. It's not weak. It's smart communication.
Exactly. And hey, before we move to our final section, let's quickly review a few words and phrases we learned today, okay?
Sure. Teacher show mode activated.
Great, students. Here we go. Number 1, would you mind? This means, can you please do something politely?
Like, would you mind closing the window?
Perfect. Number 2, I'm afraid. It doesn't mean you're scared. It's a polite way to say, I'm sorry.
Like, I'm afraid I can't join the meeting today.
Yes. Number 3, kind of, sort of. These make your opinion softer.
Like, it's kind of expensive instead of it's expensive.
Exactly. And number 4, maybe we could. It's a gentle way to give suggestions.
Like, maybe we could go for coffee later.
Ooh, Ryan asking someone for coffee now, huh?
No, it's just an example, Shaau.
Okay. And finally, number 5. It might be better if that's a polite way to give advice.
It might be better if we send the email tomorrow.
Exactly. See, everyone, you can sound polite, confident, and friendly all at once just by choosing softer words.
You know, Shaau, this reminds me of something my mom used to say. She'd say, you can tell someone the truth, but it's how you tell it that makes the difference.
Wow, that's beautiful. Your mom must be a very wise woman.
Yeah, she used to correct my tone all the time. Like, I'd say, I don't care. And she'd say, Ryan, try again, but like a human being.
That's so real. Parents are the best politeness teachers. All right, friends, before we end today's episode, let's do a quick mini story to remember everything.
Oh, a story time? I'm ready.
Okay, imagine this. You're in an office. You want your coworker to close the window because it's cold. Now, how would you say it rudely?
Close the window.
Right. And how would you say it politely?
Hey, would you mind closing the window? It's a bit chilly.
Beautiful. Now, who do you think people want to help? Rude Ryan or polite Ryan?
Definitely polite Ryan. Rude Ryan works alone in the cold.
Exactly. So remember, everyone listening, being polite in English isn't about fake smiles or fancy grammar. It's about kindness in your words. When your words feel soft, your message feels warm.
That's beautiful, Shaau. And honestly, today's topic made me realize sometimes tone is more powerful than vocabulary.
Yes, 100%. You can say the same thing in many ways, but how you say it decides if people listen or walk away. All right, friends, that's it for today's episode of Learn English with Shaau. If you enjoyed today's talk, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friend who needs a politeness upgrade.
Yeah, send it to that friend who says, "Send me file now."
Yes, exactly.
Thanks for having me, Shaau. This was so fun and educational.
Thank you, Ryan. And thank you, listeners, for joining us today. Remember, words can be soft and strong. Practice every day, and soon you'll sound as polite as a cup of warm tea.
Polite tea. I love that.
All right, everyone, take care, keep smiling, and we'll see you in the next episode of Learn English with Shaau.
Bye, everyone. Stay kind, stay polite.
Bye-bye.